A newly released phone call between Melania Trump and former friend and advisor Stefanie Winston Wolkoff offers some insight into Melania's reaction after learning about her husband Donald's affairs.
It might be her last cover, but they don't know. I mean, that's that nobody wants to comment. I don't know.
I think
that's what I find out. If you go Google and read it. And Annie Leibovitz shot the porn hooker, and she will be one of the issues September or October.
What do you mean she shot the porn hooker?
Stormy.
For what?
Oh, you didn't read it? Yeah, it was yesterday came out. For Vogue. She will be in Vogue. Annie Leibovitz shot her.
Melania's only concern was that Vogue was actually profiling Stephanie Clifford, Stormy Daniels. Not anything about the fact that the conversation in everyone's households was that Donald was having an affair with Stormy Daniels at the time. But we know that her White House bio was filled with all white lies. It had to come down. We know she did not graduate from college. We also know that she does not speak 5 languages. And we also know that what legitimized her as a supermodel was by marrying Donald Trump and getting the cover of Vogue magazine because of it. I met her in the hallways of Vogue. We became instant friends. And where she came from and who she wasn't of it. Again, it was my friend. So I pass no judgment on the people that I first meet. But when the narrative keeps changing, and when you pretend that you're something that you're not, and you use the honor of being called an ambassador to the Red Cross or the ambassador to other charitable organizations, when actually your husband's just paid for the event to be at Mar-a-Lago or somewhere else that he's affiliated with so your name can be up there, but yet you do nothing to make a difference in the world, that's Melania Trump.
To the surprise of absolutely no one, Axios released a bombshell report that Melania Trump will not, in fact, be campaigning with her husband, despite their previous claims that she would, and, more importantly, that she plans to live outside of the White House should he win a second term.
Caroline, quick rapid fire. Who is traveling with him on the plane, if you will, to Atlanta?
Sure. My colleagues, some of our top senior advisors will be there. Of course, Chris Lasavitas, Susie Wiles, a whole list of folks. And we have a lot of great surrogates in the spin room, great supporters of President Trump who will be talking on his behalf tonight. And you'll have to tune in to see who those are.
Any surrogates on the plane? Is the former First Lady on the plane?
No specific names to read out to you on who's on that flight, but you will find out very soon when they land.
Will the former First Lady be there tonight?
Again, I have no specific names, but you will find out when he lands in Atlanta.
You can't
say,
very soon. You can't. The former First Lady attended the debates in 2020. Will she be attending tonight?
I just told you I don't have a specific list of names on that plane with the president, but you'll find out soon.
I support the women, and they need to be heard. We need to support them. And, also men, not just women.
Do you think men in the news that have been accused of sexual assault and sexual harassment have been treated unfairly?
We need to have a really hard evidence that, that if you're accused of something, show the evidence.
Do you want to tell us what you got her?
Well, I better not get into that because I may get in trouble. Maybe I didn't get her so much. I'll tell you what, she has done. I got her a beautiful card. I'm very busy to be running out looking for presents, okay? But I got a beautiful card. There's some beautiful flowers, and she did a fantastic job with France. I tell you what, the people of France were spellbound by what happened with their great president who just left, Emmanuel, and he is a wonderful guy. And,
you guys really got along great.
Wife.
But then his wife flew back and forth like it was a taxi cab. It's Air Force One and or Air Force Two. I mean, just back and forth, back and forth. Let's go sit at a trial for a day, go back, forth.
As if Donald Trump is worried about how often Jill and Joe use Air Force One. He flew for way more frivolous reasons than a family member's criminal trial. You remember his southern White House at Mar-a-Lago or his constant golfing trips all over the country? No, this isn't about frequent flyer miles. He's just stewing in rage and bitterness because Hunter looked loved and he didn't. Well, not by his family anyway, and certainly not by his wife.
I don't know what happened with him and Stormy Daniels. I don't know what happened with him and E. Jean Carroll. He may be guilty of it all. And yes, call me a cult member. I don't care. Why? No more than I would have cared what David did with Bathsheba if I saw that he was winning the war.
There has been a lot of speculation about how Melania reacted in the moment to learning about Trump's misdeeds, but it is notable and deeply funny to find out just how much she didn't care. Well, didn't care about that part of it anyway. So Stormy Daniels could sleep with her husband with no problem, but the idea that she got a Vogue cover after, that's a bridge too far. Good to know they have their priorities in order. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.